So, hi guys. So, this is going to be a channeling for the Twinflame collective, and I'm going to say it's basically, I've called it your soul part speak, right? Because I'm a lot of things, but I've not got time to go into that because I think I've got 7 minutes to film this. But I'm a shaman, and if you don't know what a shaman is, like, to put it really, well, to keep it short, I do many different things. I'm a counsellor, I'm a life coach. I heal the inner child because I worked with children for the best part of 20 years before I transitioned to owning my calling. I'm also a hypnotherapist and I channel astrology. I activate the light codes, the light activations in people that are ready for it. Yeah, support people in ascension. I think I got it all. I'm also a crystal healer. There's lots of different things that I could call myself, but like I say, you'll find out as we go along. So, this first part that's going to speak is your feminine energy. Now, those of you that are on the twin flame journey, I'm sure if you're not new to it, you all know there's a divine feminine, there's divine masculine. And the majority of the twin flame collective readers, it's usually all about where's the divine masculine at. Well, I like to do things differently, guys, right? I've got Uranus conjunct my Sagittarius moon, and I don't like to be like anybody else. I very much do my own thing. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm sure you will have heard this before, but if you haven't, we've all got masculine energy within us and feminine energy within us. And because my specific purpose involves literally only being able, being allowed, not being able, only being allowed, and not by choice, to heal twin flames. I've had the honour of having a massive bird's eye view of many twin flame dynamics over a long time. I've been conscious of being on this journey for at least 10 years, if not longer, and I've been helping only twin flames now for well over 5 years, when I realised it was only twin flames that my calling I was allowed to. And believe me, until I accepted that and until I really owned it, which is what this is part of, and that's probably why High Priestess appeared, my abundance, my true abundance, was kept from me. So this is me really rising in my power as the High Priestess, like you are if you're watching this, regardless of your sex. It's time to own it. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So notice that the way that I work, and again, I've not got time to go into it, so you'll notice I'll either be for you or I won't. That's really my vibe. Listen, I might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's short of whiskey. That's my energy, and it's like, that's just the way it is. And I also swear a lot, so if you don't like that, you probably don't like me. Right, so if you like that, you'll love me. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So the way that Spirit helps people through me is that basically when I talk about myself or other people anonymously, it's what resonates with you. So what I know is the people that are really going to resonate with this message, and the only people, are the divine feminines probably, but it could be some divine masculines too. The people, let's say, that are ready to really step up and be like, do you know what, I've actually experienced a lot in this journey, and I'm really ready to rise in my power and help people. And it's really interesting because that was really strong in me today. And I channel astrology, but again, I do that in my own way as well. Nobody taught me astrology. I'm very much self-taught, and I channel it, and I'd probably never say the same thing twice if I looked at somebody's chart, to be honest. It might be a bit similar, but probably not. I really don't do astrology like other people. I would call it starseed astrology, if anything else. So it's clear astrology, that's what it is. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, I realised, I thought, oh my god, the sun is 22 degrees, and my midheaven in Leo, in my 10th house, my place of work, is in, it's basically hitting it. So it was like, I was feeling this pressure to really step up and be this, to rise, and to be a loving leader. But we all need to be the loving leader of our lives anyway. But I know, and I've always known, that I'm here to really step up and help the twin flames in a big way. And it's not a coincidence, one of my memberships is called Master Healers, and I did kind of think, right, well, that's a bit up yourself to call yourself a Master Healer. And I thought, why are you telling me that, Spirit? But it was because they told me that is the label, I suppose, or that is the wording that the people that I'm meant to work with would recognise, and they did. There's not a lot of people in there, but they definitely are meant to be in there. And so it's basically what I'm saying is, it's obvious with all the different things that I do, I am a master healer of many things. So if you need counselling, I'm going to be able to help you. If you need life coaching, I'm going to be able to help you. If you need help with ascension, I'm going to be able to help you. You get it. Like, how many counsellors do you know that are actually a twin flame? You might, but I mean, I don't know any other ones that are, maybe I know a couple, but not with my unique combination of energy. So anyway, so that's what I'm stepping up to be, is to be of service, to help people, specifically the twin flames, because that's what I'm meant to do. So where do you need to step up and share your spiritual teaching, because you know that that's your purpose? Oh no, I've already spoke for 5 minutes. Anyway, right, well, this is going to be, that's the most important bit, because I'm actually going to pull these really quickly. That is the most important bit. You need to step up. I get it, yeah, because I'm like, why did you let me talk that long? Right, so masculine energy, because it's your gift from God, so you have to share it. We angels bring you gifts from your creator, open your arms to receive. But do you know when you get that, right? Do you know when you get your abundance, your true love with your twin flame, or if you're already in union, it being more harmonious, you get that when you share your gifts from God. You need to, so it's interesting because this is the feminine energy, but it's like the feminine energy needs to take action. Oh my God, that's really amazing. The feminine energy needs to take action in you, and the masculine needs to be open to receive. Usually that's, the other way round, but I feel the message is there is that it's like the energy is so, with the wave that's going to resonate with me, which would probably be people that have been on it a long ass time, but it might not be. There's definitely people I've come across that have been on it less time than me that are just really switched on to the journey. But basically what I'm saying is it's like it's so blended you can't really tell. So basically, yeah, it's like if you feel like your other energy, let's say, has been asleep or whatever on the journey, they're awake. Like, I mean, it's like, it's happening. I don't even like these labels, but that's what came out of my mouth. Your inner child wants to tell you it's time to make a decision. Feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition. Oh God, my little timer just fell over. Time's up. That was crazy. This is the kind of stuff that happens. But yeah, if you're feeling stuck or indecisive, it's time to listen to your intuition and make a decision. Again, for me, that was about Spirit saying, you've got spiritual teaching that we gave you. You need to share it. You need to decide to do it today and just get it done. And that's what I'm doing here, guys. Your shadow wants to say... Yeah. So, hi everyone. I did start recording another video and I didn't have the memory and I just deleted. So as this is the first video on the channel, I mean, do I care? I don't really care. I mean, that's me. Yeah, you know what? I might just put up the other one, even though it's really short. And if people care enough, they'll watch the second one. Yeah, I mean, that's me. Listen, raw and real, I'm going to keep it real. I'm a raw and real Aries with Venus and Aries. If you can't stand that kind of stuff, I mean, you're going to need to get used to it, right? It's part of me. Right, anyway, so in case I don't put up that video, which I feel I'm gonna, here was the recap. But it's just really the reason why I'll put up the other one is so that you can see that I did shuffle. And the thing is actually, see as I'm talking now, this happens the majority of the time, not always, but the majority of the time when I'm channeling, I feel heat on various parts of my body. And so what I know now, and this is usually where all the energy goes, is at my back right now, which is my heart chakra, there's an intense pressure. It's not horrible or anything, that makes it sound like it's bad, but there's an intense pressure going straight to the heart. And what I'm feeling it's about today, straight as my eyes got drawn to the word ascension on one of my card decks, is about there's this strong push for people to be following their calling. Because I can't actually express to you how amazing it is that right as I finished that video, which, because it only had 7 minutes available on the phone, which by the way, can I just point out, that is either my shadow, my fear, my ego, whichever way you want to see it, or the darker energies that are out there that try to stop the twin flames from shining bright to help people. Yes, that's a thing. Don't believe the people that say that that's not a thing, because it is a thing. And if you're really a true twin flame, and especially if you're a true twin flame that's getting pushed to do this, you will know how real that is. Psychic attack is real. Darker energies in the world are real. It's a thing, it's a thing, it's a thing. Can't say that enough. That's my Pluto 0 degrees retrograde and Scorpio in the 12th house of hidden enemies saying that. Anyway, let's move on. Let's keep it positive. So, but when I say let's keep it positive, I'm a very optimistic, so I'm a spirit just want me to recap. Well, not recap, you just don't know. Right. I'm getting all tongue-tied, but that is for a reason. It's because other people are getting tongue-tied about their mission and needing to do something but not needing to know what to do. Not knowing what to do. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, right, I have had my business online doing this for 7 years under another name. But me stepping up and putting this out here and basically saying, look, I'm only here to help Twinflames. Like, literally only here to help Twinflames. Other people might inquire with me that aren't a Twinflame, either in my life, you know, as in real people walking about, you know, and, oh yeah, my friend Claire does this, blah, 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 whatever. They never end up booking. Like, seriously, never. And if somebody does book, even if it's somebody I'm like, oh, they can't be a Twinflame, how the hell would I know? They are. Trust me, every single person, whether it's in person or online that books with me, is a Twinflame. End of, full stop. Again, and I've never heard anyone else, and I found the first Twinflame readers were years and years ago. The first ones that came up were quite a few years ago. Some of them aren't even around anymore. And I've never heard anybody say it like that they don't help anybody else. Like, obviously, a lot of people focus their energy in on Twinflames, but I've never heard anybody say, like, literally, it is only my calling to help Twinflames. Nobody else. Like, that is my calling. Right. So, and if somebody happens to get healing from this, it isn't a Twinflame, then you're welcome. But like I say, my focus is, I've always known that is what I'm here to do. I've done it as a double mission. I've done it kind of on the down low, but now it's like Spirit want me to be out there more to help people, and I've always knew that was the goal. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Right, it is tied in though. So if you didn't see that other video, but if it's there, go and find it. If it's not there, I decided to just make it this. So this was the feminine energy of your soul speaks. So High Priestess, you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So just to recap, what I was saying was, this is about your feminine energy is like, right, yep, I hear what Spirit's saying to me. I've prayed for help about my mission, or prayed for help about finances, is for a lot of Twinflames in that area. You know, that's kind of like, right, you know, you might either literally feel like the finances dried up, or you might feel like they come in now and again, but it's really sporadic. Or you might be okay with that, and to be honest with you, if you're really okay with that, this probably isn't your message. Unless emotionally you get support in another way, and again, everybody's welcome. But what I'm trying to say is, for the people that definitely, if you're finding there's been a halt on your finances in general or lately, it is because you're not listening and following your true calling, and you're playing it small. And that's what was basically was amazing, was when I finished filming that video, one of my clients that usually always book, like, she books with me, but she books things that are always around a certain price point. But the point is, it's great that she's booking, because it's brave and it's asking for help. I always feel if somebody's doing that, they're asking for help. Like, same with when I've reached out to people for help as well. But what I'm feeling for me personally today is, like, you really have to, like, fortune favours the bold. Like, when you take a braver option, when you know it is right and this person is aligned, and like I say, this person's followed me for years, is totally, you know, obviously a Twinflame as well. Like I said, I only help Twinflames, and I'm up leveling. So if I'm up leveling, my soul clients are up leveling. So it was really exciting that when because she trusts me, you know, she asked, like, what should I book? And I did put an offer out today, but I said, look, you know, I'll be honest, with what you need help with, this is what you need to book. And it is, you know, my normal sessions are 90 minutes and they're 144. That's a lot of money for people, but I do a lot of things. So really, that's actually far too cheap. So again, get in there before I really realise my worth. But it's kind of like, you know, the session, the one that actually really suits what she needs, is even more than that, right? And so I just was like, right, I can either say, go and book that reading it would help her, but it's going to keep her at the same place. Or I can be like, look, if this is what you really want, this is what I feel would help you, but it depends where you're at. And I was so proud, because right when I finished this, which is basically about get on with your spiritual teaching, use your gift from God, she booked the higher option. So again, obviously, I'm always grateful when abundance comes my way, because that's helped me out, but it's definitely, it's the fact that it's in the air today. And what I was saying, I don't know if it picked up another video, but my midheaven is 22 degrees Leo. That is about your career, your work, your calling, following your calling. That's what this message is about. So I went a bit all over the place there, but I'm going to trust that whoever can keep up with me can keep up with me. And you know what? I'm not going to lie to you guys, because I'm a bit of a undercover light warrior, light worker. And like I say, I have had my business online for a whole karmic cycle, well over 7 years now. I've done stuff under another name for a couple of years, and then I've had my current work name business for 7 years. But again, playing small, you know, helping a lot of people with the ascension process, but kind of not really owning the twin flame stuff. And when I have been, it's kind of all been very hush hush, but an interesting journey. But I know that I can help a lot more people just by putting this out here. So what I would say is, you know, if you do know me elsewhere, then, you know, just play the game and enjoy the stuff here, and you can private mail me if you want. To be like, is that you? But other than that, you know, just play along and let's keep them separate, because that's what I'm being guided to do. But basically, what was I trying to say? Yeah, I was actually years ago, I suppose you could say scouted a little bit. I read cards on a really big channel actually. And why am I talking about this? Oh yeah, so I suppose I'm just saying that this was years ago, and I got a taste of helping people in that way, and the messages that I would channel really resonate with people, and it actually resonated so much with somebody that I'll not say who yet, but somebody that actually, I don't know if she's around anymore, but yeah, her channel blew up exponentially. Like, it was crazy how much her channel blew up. And all I know is, and she was massively helping people with the ascension process and twin flames, but I'm not just talking your, what's the divine masculine doing today? Like, sorry, no offense to anyone who does that, but it's not really going to be the vibe around here, right? Maybe a little bit, but not so focused on it. But yeah, it was major ascension stuff, really, really helped people. And anyway, what I'm trying to say is, when I used to channel messages, this girl would leave comments on my videos telling me how much I was helping her on her ascension process. So when this girl really blew up, I thought, oh my God, if that's, like, if she was looking to me for supporting her ascension, then what the, like, what the hell am I going to help people? You know what I mean? Because she was amazing. One of the really, 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 really big ones. So you can choose to believe me or not. I don't really care. But what I'm saying is, that was me kind of like, oh, I'm going to have a little taste of being in the limelight of the astrology world and the, spiritual kind of world in that way. But then I was like, oh, this is too much. I'm going back into hiding. And I've done that. And that was me not really fully owning it. But this is me owning it now, because I'm more confident. I'm more sure of my purpose. And yeah, I'm getting on with it. So I am using my gift from God. So to get back to the reading, but again, just stressing, when I talk about myself, it's always got something to do with the message. So your divine feminine message within you is telling you everything inside you, your intuition. And remember, the high priestess is your intuition. It's telling you, you know that you've got stuff inside of you that other people need to hear. And in this case, it's probably going to be about helping twin flames. So I'm feeling like I'm talking to somebody right now that it's, well, you're definitely going to be a twin flame if you're really, really resonating with this. But it's also that kind of thing of, where are you playing small? Like, are you putting stuff out there, but you're not really like going big or going home, which is actually what my client just said to me when she booked the reading. But it's kind of like, you know, where do you need to go big? It's Leo season. You know, we're in the last sort of week or so of Leo season. Like, really, it is the last week of Leo season. Like, you know, really make the most of it. Make the most of it. Right, and use your gift from God. So basically, it's confusing, because this is what your feminine energy is saying, right? Take action, listen to your intuition and take action on it. Your masculine energy is saying, receive, open your arms to receive. But like I say, they're intertwined. So it's like, although masculine energy is about go, go, go and doing stuff, and feminine energy is about allowing and being and creative energy, I keep doing that. It's like, I'm very linked to the infinity sign. I'm sure if you're on the twin flame journey, you'll probably be drawn to it too. But it's kind of like, the way I'm getting this message is, it's like working together. Your divine feminine energy is working with your masculine. So your masculine is following the lead of your feminine energy, and it's creating action. And again, think about it. That is what I'm doing tonight as well, by taking action and putting this out. It's time. Make the decision. If you're feeling stuck, follow your intuition, make the decision, right? And that was from your inner child, right? So now that I've got more time to read it, I can actually read the book for this. So your shadow, is it in the shot? Your shadow wants to say, you've got knowledge that needs to be shared. And I'm going to read it from the book, because these ones are pretty deep. I don't use books a lot, but when I'm guided to, I do. I was told many, many years ago, over 10 years ago actually, but quite a few mediums have said that to me. Because by the way, I don't think I've said on the other of it, I'm a medium as well. Basically, I'm a channel, right? I'm channeling 24/7. So if you don't get that, then you'll get it as we go along. But basically, I'm never not channeling. Everything is part of it. When I knocked over the little timer in the other video, that was part of it as well. So, and it's not a show, guys. It might seem like it sometimes. If I make you laugh, I'm not meaning to. It's just me. When I try to be funny, I'm not. And I wouldn't be everyone's cup of tea, but like I say, I really don't care. If I'm your cup of tea, great. If I'm not, then there's plenty of other people. So, knowledge. Your shadow wants to tell you, study, learn, absorb each word, remember facts, senses stirred. Trust and share your knowledge wide, sense the teacher deep inside. Whoa, this is a strong message. By the power of dark goddess and me, protection in place, blessed be. Yeah, because my purpose is I'm very connected to the wolf as my power animal. The wolf and the tiger are my main power animals, but I've actually got like so many. I mean, I'm a shaman, so like I'm very, animals are my thing. I've got a dog, I'm gonna go on and on and on, but yeah, I've got a dog at my heart chakra as well, butterfly, hummingbirds, like lots of different power animals mean something to me, but my main one is the wolf, right? And the wolf is about the teacher, but it's also about nobody's left behind. So I'm, notice that my career before I started all of this work, well, owning this work, because really I've done this from a child, was my background was in children, and wolves look after the elderly and the young, and I'm very much all about that too. So where do you need to step up and own what you're good at teaching other people as well? A little knowledge can be a dangerous thing if not supported by wisdom. Your longevity of studying makes you the real deal. And so notice when I was talking about, like, I know I'm definitely not the only one, but like I have been aware of being a twin flame and of the journey for over 10 years. Now, I know that there's actually some people out there that's been 20 years in that. And again, you've got my utmost respect if you've been on the journey that long. And I know you're out there, and actually Spirit will probably make you find these videos. And it's women that are a lot older than me. A lot of my clients are actually like 20 years older than me and stuff, or at least 10 years older than me. So, you know what I mean? It's like, if you're that person, then please know, this is usually who I help. It's if you're young, if you're younger, I'm not going to tell you my age, but I mean, I don't really, actually, I'm 37, yeah, I don't know what, I don't care, like, yeah, but I'm not, it was just for like identifying me, but at the end of the day, if you've recognised my voice, you're going to know, so like, fuck it, who gives a shit, right? So, basically, what if you look at what I'm trying to say, which I know I'm going all over the place, but it's just because the energies, I'm very excited about this Leo energy. What I'm trying to say is, like, Spirit are like, right, Claire, you need to get out there and share this, because you've got a lot of knowledge about this journey that I just don't see getting shared a lot of the time. And there's a lot of people out there helping, but there's a lot of like kind of keeps people stuck. Like, it's like, it's not a coincidence I said to that client that just booked, there gets to a point when, like, just getting reading after reading, it's going to help you, it's going to empower you if it's somebody to connect with, but it is keeping you stuck. And when I'm an energy healer as well, and I activate the light codes in people, which happen through the readings, it's kind of like I've got a lot more tools in my shamanic toolbox that can really move people's energy. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I'm delighted that client booked that. It's kind of like, don't play small with yourself. Like, really, if somebody resonates with you and you can see that they can help you, and obviously look for the proof. Like, I've got loads of reviews and feedback, and people that have followed, like, this woman's followed me years, so she knows, like, I'm the real deal. But what I'm saying is, get the proof first before you invest. But if you know somebody's good, invest in somebody. Treat yourself. Don't be looking for the deals. Listen, I've been the person looking for the deals too, and I've learned the hard way. But recently it was really amazing that when I came into a bit of money, I basically really treated myself with what I really wanted, and it gave me a lot of joy to pay somebody that's really good at what they do full price, and I'm really excited to receive that. It's a bit of a long wait, but do you know what I'm saying? It's like, if it's really worth it, you will wait. Oh God, and that's the message I channeled today, was the same message, was like, it was basically, I'd recorded an audio for someone 10 months ago, and it was only 11 minutes, and it was a vision of basically what they wanted, and I said, listen to that every night. If you really want it, you'll listen to it every night. Well, she actually listened to it like a handful of times, but a little bit of time passed. 10 months later, she's living in her vision. I can't tell you the whole story, but what I can tell you is it is nothing short of a miracle. But what I actually wrote in my post is, see when it comes to things specific around the twin flame journey, and especially if it's about your twin flame, if you really want something, if you really want the real deal, you would be willing to wait. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's some things are worth the wait. True love is worth the wait. So that's how I can usually tell when somebody isn't on the twin flame journey, when they're not, when they don't get that. You know what I mean? And that's stuff that I can really go into in depth and help people in a session or in a package. Anyway, if you've just come across me, you've just met me, so I don't expect people to buy stuff right away, but I'm just saying, you know, this is it's a complicated journey. In another ways it's very simple, and I've got my own take on it. Right, so, and that's why I need to come and share it. Love it. Right, so anyway, let's get back to this message. Your longevity of studying makes you the real deal, but are your teachers all they profess to be? Do you place trust in the knowledge you hold, or do you follow someone else's teachings? And like I said, listen, it's not as if I haven't had teachers. Of course I have. I'm trained in like shamanism, hypnotherapy, counselling, life coaching, all these different things. But what I will say is, before I went to train in any of I'm also a Reiki master, I didn't say that. Before I went to train in any of these things, right, I was actually already doing it before I started my official shamanic training, which I've finished, but I do bits and bobs of advanced stuff. When I went to do that, Spirit had already taught me how to do it, and my shamanic teachers were amazed because they were like, "Oh my god, like you're doing like level 2, like soul retrieval," and I didn't even know that. I didn't even know what to call it. I just knew that it helped people and it unlocked their gifts and activated the light codes, and you know, it is light. I'm a light language healer. It's light language that I do, but I prefer to call it like light activations, or it was activation codes that Spirit told me it was when I asked them what seeing 222 and 333, what does all these numbers mean? Because that happened to me like 10 years ago. So you know, that is, so just so that you know, that it is basically what I'm doing when I share. I use metaphors, analogies. I'm a storyteller. This is my form of light language, the language of light. But it's just I don't often really refer to it as that, because yeah, I just don't, you know what I mean? I'm not going to do something just because everybody else is doing it, but it is what I do. You know, other people have said that is what you're doing. So, it's healing. That's all you need to know. I activate people's dormant energy. I unlock their gifts. I activate their DNA. And when there's lots of things going on in the world right now that, quite frankly, do not activate your DNA and fucking switch off your gifts, it's a good thing that you found me. You know what I mean? We'll be dispelling all that black magic. Right, so anyway, let's crack on with this. Pythia reminds you, I don't know if I'm saying that right, to seek answers direct from source and not to rely heavily on others. Yes, use discernment and always trust your own intuition. Notice when I'm talking about my client that just booked, right, I feel she already had a feeling like she wanted to book something bigger, but because she really trusts me, she was like, I trust you, what would help me the most, right? So notice that she trusted her own intuition and she asked me. So it was like she trusted it, she took action, and then she made the decision to book that one. So she like used all her experience and knowledge to do something that is going to better her life. Because trust me, whenever I've done that particular session, it's a mixture of energy clearing, activating the your full potential of your gifts. I'm actually being drawn to somebody's painting over there. Like one of the women that I gave that reading to a year ago, it made her totally pivot with what she was doing, and now she's selling artwork for hundreds of pounds and doing custom stuff because of what came through in that session. So although that session is a couple of £100, it was worth it because she can sell paintings for like 6 times the amount of what she paid for that session. So you know what I mean? It's a no-brainer. But you've got to be brave in the first place, because that was brave for that woman when she booked that with me, but it paid off. So where can you take that story and apply it in your life? And again, I've been that person. I've been the person that's had to get the cheap readings and stuff, and some of them have been absolutely amazing, and some of them have, oh my god, that person's so amazing, I hope they put their prices up. And I actually tell people when they need to, but you know what I mean, you are where you are. We've all got different blocks and money stories and all of that. So just know that if you are somebody that does find it difficult with money, I do understand what that's like, and I'm no doubt Spirit will, when I get up to my 1,000 subscribers and I can live stream from my phone, no doubt I will come on and have days where I give free readings. But we're nowhere near that, guys. We'll need to get the subscribers up to hit that. This is the first video, so it's like I actually might not have any subscribers right now. Right, so She will grant you access to higher knowledge and the teachings of the wise ones who walked before you. That's interesting, because one of the other parts that we're going to hear from is the wise healer. You may recognize these ancient ones as they visit you in dream time and ask you to trust your intuition. So, I mean, that's strong. This card says trust your intuition. That card says be open to receive. So, that what God's trying to tell you, or higher self, God, spirit, great spirit, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever you call yours, angels. That one's telling you to trust your intuition. This one's telling you to trust your intuition. That's a strong message, to trust your intuition. True knowledge comes from a knowing within, from years of studying and a dedication to a higher source of learning. Will you be poisoned by the fork-tongued words of others, or will you have the courage to share that which you truly know? Time to become the oracle and let others hear your insightful counsel that is inspired by the goddess herself. Wow, I mean, I'm not being funny, guys. I feel like I'm giving myself a reading right now, but I'm not. I did shuffle them on camera. You can see that in another video. But basically, this is a message. This is, I feel my readings are going to be for people that are very much on the same part of the journey as me, is my feeling, right? But we'll see. I might be wrong, but this is what my feeling is, the majority, right? So, I feel you may have been pushed to do the exact same thing. Perhaps you've been pushed to, really push yourself out there and share more of your work. But whatever it is, trust your intuition on that. You've got stuff that you need to share that's going to help people. You will receive when you get on with doing that. Make a decision based on trusting your intuition. Take action with it, because you are meant to be doing it. It's a very strong message coming through here. And that's why they were getting me to tell stories about, I've been trained in things officially, but actually it's like, really, I've just been guided to go and train in things that are already, like, it's helping remind me of my past life gifts, is what I'm trying to say, right? Because I've spoken about past lives for like years and years and years. And then I was actually taught stuff about past lives. And when I was getting taught stuff about past lives or past life regression on the different kind of trainings, actually, like, I could teach the people train me a lot, because it's like I've got so much experience from doing this before I even had official training. So that's when you know it's like, it really is a gift from God, because it's like my past life memories. So somebody else will resonate with that too. But basically, that the most important point there is, if you've got like the echoing words of people saying that you can't do this, or who do you think you are to do this, which people don't usually say that. Like, it's not, they don't actually say it to you, do they? They just indicate it, or they subtly put it in there. Like, I even had something like that like the other day, and it was actually from a close friend, and she wouldn't have consciously meant to have been saying anything wrong, but it was just indication that, oh well, I can understand when people don't buy this kind of stuff that you do, is what she said, because they might not believe it. So I would want to believe it first before I bought. And I was just kind of like, yeah, well, people have followed me for years, and then they know I'm the real deal, and then they buy. But some people find me right away. They just know I speak to their soul, and they buy. So I kind of sort of turns that whole know, like, and trust and thing on its head, because I have had people that buy with me right away just from me resonating. But what I'm trying to say is, when I thought about it afterwards, I thought, really what I should have said to her was, well, that's because you're not my ideal client. Do you know what I mean? You're my friend, but you're not my ideal client. So, but a lot of people, you know what I mean? That could come across really cheeky, but I'm blunt and it's honest. It's like, well, I'm not trying to sell at her, am I? She's my friend. So it's like, but I'm also not trying to sell at people that don't get what I do. So somebody else needs to hear that too. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's just when you're caught off guard, I thought about when I walked away. Don't try and, like, don't preach to the wrong choir. They're not your people. The people that are your people will just know, and they'll buy from you right away. Instigate a teacher's credentials and a lineage line before signing up. Studying will open up new opportunities. Stop relying on others to give you the answers. Deep within, you already know. Yeah, you already know you're meant to be getting on with this. Be open to receiving esoteric information. You have a natural ability to teach it. So again, like I said, this could literally be a reading for myself, but I know it's going to be for at least one other person. So please like it, subscribe, and please comment if you're not shy. But basically, that is what Spirit has told me for years and years and years I'm here to do. I am here to awaken other teachers, other mediums, other healers, other people that are basically Blu-ray, indigo, star seeds, whatever, whether you resonate with these labels or not. Like, these are all the things that I know that I am, and that I'm here to do. And I'm here to be different. I'm here to speak up about things that are, of a, well, potentially, yeah, very triggering nature, but definitely things that are going on in the world that are that I don't agree with as well. So again, you know, if you're robust enough to handle that, hang around. If not, you know, this is your warning. Right. So, archetypal teacher of Greek origin, the Oracle of Delphi held court at Pytho, the sanctuary of the Delphinians, a sanctuary dedicated to Apollo. Pythia were highly regarded, for it was believed that she channeled prophecies from Apollo himself while steeped in a dreamlike trance. Right, well, again, very interesting. I don't remember reading that card, and I really resonate with that, because I'm always in a deep level trance channeling, like I say, and that's not just when I press go, it's literally my whole life. And I've had that said to me by many, many different amazing people. But I don't need, the thing is, it's like what the message is, I don't actually need other people to confirm that to me. I know it because it's my life. And that's why I'm here to share it. Right, so, because it's funny, I've been a medium, like I say, my whole life, but I stepped into owning it when I started doing this page, and it's a bit of a kind of ongoing process, but like the mediumship part of my work, but basically, what am I trying to say? I'm losing it because I'm getting too excited. Oh no, I've lost it. I can't, it'll come back if I meant to. Right, so this is, yeah, no, it is important. So I was talking about my mediumship. Well, I suppose it's something along the line of accepting yourself, because even the fact that I forgot to say I was a medium was quite interesting, because it's literally like the biggest part of me. Like, yeah, so, oh, that was it. That's why I started talking about mediumship. Yeah, I used to always say spirit, and one of my best friends recently says it's clear, it's really interesting, because when I met you, used to say spirit this, spirit that, and now you say God quite a lot. Like, I say a bit of both, and it's just, you know, it's just naturally happened, but it is just because it was channeled to me by somebody very special to me, and that basically, you know, they'd had a dream, and they're, you know, shaman channel like me, and they basically said, yeah, you know, you talk to God, and I'm just like, yeah, I know. Tell me about it. You know, I mean, I get it, but right. So this is so annoying, but the video keeps cutting off, but it's just energy trying to interfere. I will quickly read this card, and then I'll pull this last card, and I'll try and put these videos together. Otherwise, they'll be in 3 separate ones, and that's just how it is. We live and learn. Right, so your wise self, your wounded healer, wants to tell you healing energy, vitality, and life force energy are flowing through you and to you. And that's not a coincidence that that's what channeling is. You are a healer, and you provide healing for others, even if you're not conscious of it. Whatever needs healing in your life is being resolved. Your so-called faults are becoming your virtues. No matter what happened in your past, the past does not need to equal the future. It's true the cracks can be where the light enters the soul. The wounded healer is a tradition in native cultures that asserts that some of the greatest healers are those who have gone through hardship and survived. And if you've been on the Twinflame journey a long ass time, you certainly do know what hardship is. But there's a lot of heavenly moments too, isn't there? Or who have been wounded and healed. It's believed that these individuals can provide great solace and can instigate profound healing to others. You may have been wounded in your life, or you may have gone through challenging times, but the roots go deepest where the wind blows strongest. You're a healer in the most profound sense of the word. Healing energy is surging through you. Whatever in your life needs healing is being addressed on the inner realms. Your strength lies in the difficulties that you've overcome. Amen. List each of your wounds or your challenges from the past. Then next to each one, write down what came out of that situation that was of benefit. Additionally, repeat again and again, I am a healer and I am healed. So be it. Love it. And know that when I was saying that, my words were healing you as you listened, if you're open to it. So, with this last little message, we're going to ask, what does your higher self want to share? And I think that's enough for today. I'll pull a love card if there's time. What does your higher self want to say? So this is definitely for people that are already powerful healers or mediums, or you know, that do anything else, any other kind of energy healing, or want to, or feel they need to. Because like I say, I activate the energy in people to get on with stuff like that too. So this is who spirit must be wanting to attract. But you also could be someone like myself that has done this for many years, because do know that I have people coming to me that have got tens of thousands of YouTube subscribers. So, and again, you can believe me or you don't. It doesn't really make any difference to me. You'll be able to feel that it's the truth though if you're intuitive. And that's not just one or two people. That's a few people. And also the other thing is, I've also activated people's gifts that have went on to do stuff like that. And when I was on that big channel that I was talking about, that person's, well, if she's not doing it anymore, but if she was still putting stuff out, I think she did reach, I think she nearly reached 100,000, but she reached it in record time. It was crazy. And all of her posters and that would be circulated all over social media. So, yeah. They do use me to heal very powerful healers. So, that makes me a powerful healer, and that's taken me a long time to own that. Right, so the video still got free, and I looked at free, Ascended Masters when I said that. Sacred space, positive outcome, clarity, lucky attraction, removing obstacles. This is what I'm used to do, right? I clear the energy that's blocking you on your path, blocking you on your purpose, so that you can call in those gifts. That's what your higher self is wanting you to do right now, whether that's me that you're drawn to book something with, or somebody else that you resonate with. So I'm just going to Ascension Master Lord Ganesha, and I got drawn to free, which is Ascended Masters. You can't make this shit up. Request you find your sacred space. And I hope that you enjoy this sacred space on this little YouTube land. By carefully cutting away old energy to connect you to a clearer path, Lord Ganesha can bring you closer to divine manifestation of your union. If that's not here yet, that would be my wish for you, my prayer for you. My prayers are powerful. Your prayers are powerful too, but if you want to borrow my prayer before you believe it, you can. Your desires and personal dharma. Sacred ceremonies will bring rewarding resolutions. And that's what's brought me this. That's what brought my PayPal filling up, because I was putting out what I needed today. I am clear, I am cleansed, my soul is whole and complete. And remember, my name's called Claire, and Claire is about, Claire is like clear quartz, and clear quartz is the crystal that amps up all the other crystals. And in the last few seconds, we have forgiveness.